You know, my father taught me something very important when I was a young man. He said, Paul, sometimes silence is golden. Other times, it's just plain yellow. You know, as Christian men, we don't look for a fight, but when a fight shows up, as godly men, we're willing to stand. And you and I know we are in the middle of a fight right now. You see, the world, the culture is trying to redefine even what a man is, redefining masculinity, the courts, the government. They're trying to say this is what a man is, this is what a man is, but I believe we need to stand up and say, here's what a real man is. A real man looks like Jesus Christ. The Lions Roar Summit on Christ-like manhood here in Dallas is coming up in just a few weeks. You know, there will be men coming from, I got a call from Mongolia, and our friend in Mongolia, director there in Mongolia is coming. I got a call from a man who leads the ministry to men in over 4,800 churches in Brazil, Marcos. He's coming. He'll be here. There are men coming from all over the world. Every populated continent in the world is sending men to this summit here in Dallas at Calvary Church. Now, the tragedy would be if you're watching or listening to me right now and you don't join us, you'll miss one of the pivotal points, I believe, in world history. The men that are joining us, the leaders that are joining us here, and there is a women's side of this, there's a women's track, as well as the evening sessions open to the registered men and women. That women's brunch on that Thursday, some of the greatest women's leaders in the world will not only be there, but be sharing. Nancy Houston, Rose Leo, Delyn Rizzo, Karen Berger from Peru. It's going to be spectacular, as well as my beautiful wife. And she's got people praying, working. Look at some of the men who are going to be there. You know, you've got Chris Hodges from Birmingham, one of the leaders of ARC. You've got Dina Rizzo coming with him. You've got Bishop Dale Bronner from Atlanta. We've got Harry Jackson. We've got Jim Garlow, Leon Fontaine. Eddie Leo from Jakarta is going to be there. Tom Lane from Gateway Church. Some of the men from Lakewood that went with us to Belize will be there, coming from all over. Listen, the tragedy will be if you don't make it and be there with us. Right now, just click on the website, register. There are special discounts that you can get. Most of all, join us because we're calling out the warriors. It's time for men, you and I, to speak up and speak clearly and speak loudly. I'm reminded of reading in Nehemiah, where Nehemiah says, we begin to pray. And as the God built the walls and empowered us, he said, we begin to pray, and then we begin to pray loudly. We begin to sing, and the Bible says in Nehemiah, it says, we sang loudly. I believe it's time for Christian men to speak loudly, speak clearly, and enunciate what it is to be a real man. We're in a battle. We're in a fight. We need to fight this together as warriors, as brothers in arms, and join together at the Lions Roar Conference coming up in November 4, 5, and 6. And let me say this to you as you're watching this right now. I believe that at that time together, here's what I see for you. There will be men there who you will meet across a table. We have a lot of space for time for people to meet. I believe you will meet someone who will so deeply impact your life that your grandchildren and their children will say, there was a time, November 2015, 4th, 5th, and 6th. My grandpa went to this meeting, and it changed the direction of our entire family. And where I am today is because of that meeting. And I say that to you, and I don't mean to get all emotional. I'm just telling you, we've been praying for you. And I'm believing that God's going to do something so powerful that it'll actually change the trajectory of and the scope and the greatness of your life for the rest of your life. I believe that with all of my heart. I look forward to seeing you. And if you've seen this video, and would you just shoot us an email and say, hey, this is a note for Paul. I watched the video. At Lions Roar, would you come up and shake my hand and allow me to just give you a big hug, tell you I love you, and tell you that we've been praying for you. My wife and I have been praying for you, Judy and I, and friends of yours that you haven't even met yet. I look forward to seeing you there. God bless you.